Hi, my name is Chris of Bart & Chase Photography, and I'm here today in the amazing Sheaf Studios. My friend George has kindly allowed me to actually borrow this to do a video. This is not the video that I told him I was going to do. That was a nice fluffy one, this one not so much. There's something I've been aware of for a while, and it's to do with modelling and getting involved in modelling. And although I've been aware of it for a while, I've recently found some people that have been sort of caught and in the middle ground of this. There are plenty of ways of getting involved in modelling, and this is one of the worst ones you can possibly consider because it is a scam. If you do a search on Google, other search engines are available. If you do a search for especially child modelling UK, one of the first companies that will pop up is a company called UK Models. Now, their stick, if you like, is that they're not a modelling agency, they're a modelling consultancy. And that's where there's certain problems that come up. Let me just give you a little bit of the skinny about how it actually works. You contact them and say, I want to be a model, or my child wants to be a model. Send some photographs through, that's great, they look fantastic, yes, we'd love them, but what I want you to do, what you'll need to do, is to pay a £50 refundable, I'm not sure what a refundable deposit is, but under £50 refundable deposit, just to confirm that you're going to turn up on the day, and then we'll give you the money back. So it's a £50 refundable deposit. Just make sure you're going to turn up. So you scuttle up on the day, yourself, your kids, whatever. You do the photo shoot throughout the day, they're talking about how they can actually get you involved with this company or this company. They'll throw some big names at you, big brands. And then at the end of the day, they'll take you to one side and say, well, here's your portfolio, here are the shots. If you actually want them, then you're going to have to pay one of our packages. We'd love to actually keep them, but because of data protection, we can't. We've got to delete them at the end of the day unless you pay for them or sort out a direct debit payment for them. And the cost of these packages, from figures I've heard, start at around £800, but more commonly are around the £1,500 mark. Now, as you probably are working out for yourself, if you can't afford to pay that on the day, you will set up a direct debit, which means it's going to be months before you get hold of the photos. Now, UK Models as such don't seem to actually have any photography studios. The studios they seem to actually liaise with and link with is a company called Blue Room Studios. Now, I've heard of a couple of other companies that use the same tactic, the Cube, the Studio Collective, they use exactly the same stick, and so do a couple of others. And it's exactly the same prices, the same way that they actually run, the same scam, basically. And it is a scam. It's a total and utter scam, but it's a very well thought through scam. You go to Blue Room Studios or the Studio Collective, go to their Facebook, go to their website. The website especially is the one that I love, because on the Facebook they never actually claim the images are on their own. But if you go to their website and take a look, they say here are the images from our latest shoots. You can reverse image search where a photograph came from. Not on Instagram, Instagram scraps that information, I believe, but definitely on general images. And if you reverse image search, the images that they say that they took, they're stock photography. And if you don't know what stock photography is, it's something somebody's taken a picture of, it's gone to, people can just use them. They can either pay for the rights to use them, or some people will just give them away for free. They can use it as stock image. But they're not their photos. I can't think of no reason why a photography agency, a photography studio would use other people's images on their portfolio. It makes no sense whatsoever. If you look for the reviews of Blue Room Studios or UK Models, they look great. Go on Trustpilot, 5 stars, loads of 5-star reviews. Now, I've worked in online research and I know how these things actually work. They're fake reviews. The 5 stars are fake reviews. The people who've gone on, they've only ever reviewed one company. The way they paste out, the sort of wording that say they are fake reviews. And if somebody puts a negative review on there, very quickly, it gets reported by UK Models or Blue Room Studios as having inappropriate content. And then you'll get a couple of other 5 stars come up because they need to actually maintain their high rating. It's a fake way of doing it. If you take a look more into it, if you go to their YouTube channel, the videos, look at the comments links, there's plenty of people in there talking about how much of a scam it is and how they got scammed. It's what these people actually do, is how they work. And it's easy to get sucked in because you've actually, if you've gone, you've had this great and glorious photo shoot, and then you've been told all these wonderful things that's going to actually happen, so you get sucked into paying the money. If your kids, how can you break your kids' hearts by telling them that they've had this really, really great shoot and then suddenly they're not going to get the photos? This is something else. In fact, I'm going to go off on a tangent here because this is something else that really pisses me off. Not all legitimate modelling agencies can't charge you money for actually doing a shoot. They can recommend some guy. You can go to, and by guys I do mean girls and boys. I do say guys generically. They can recommend somebody you go to get a portfolio shoot done. They can't force you, but they can recommend somebody. Say, well, trust this person, use him all the time. Fair enough, all well and good, completely legitimate. Lots of photographers do actually offer to do modelling portfolio photo shoots. It's a thing. Costs a hell of a lot less than £1,500 as well, I should mark. Even good ones. I'm not ranking myself in the great thing, don't get me wrong, I'm not using this to blow my own trumpet. But, especially when it comes to kids, you see modelling portfolios, you go off, you do the shoot, and you end up with a family photo shoot. It's not a modelling portfolio. A modelling portfolio shows off your skills in front of a camera and what you look like. The number of people that offer to do modelling photo shoots and will just provide you with a family photo shoot, the same as if you actually wanted to stick the pictures in a frame and put it on your kitchen table. Be careful of who you go to get these shots done. And from what I've heard, the sort of photographs that are coming out of Blue Room very much fall into that category, not worth £1,500. And I don't mean to insult you, but as a photographer, I can see that. A lot of people, especially when they haven't, they're just thinking they're getting their little kid into a modelling career in a modelling industry, they may not recognise the difference of the photos that shows off the talents of what they're capable of to the sort of things they will stick in a frame. Hope I'm not sounding insulting with that, but it's a fact. It happens. I can mention a couple of Sheffield ones that actually do it, that made me particularly angry recently. But definitely you would not be paying £1,500. You wouldn't even be paying £1,500 for a standard modelling portfolio. But these people are offering to help you get into the industry by throwing these wild names around and brands. I'll tell you something that amused me, and this is, technically speaking, UK Models is the parent company, and Blue Room Studios is where they do the photography. If you take a look at the accounts, a cash in the bank for UK Models is around £2,000. The asset worth of Blue Room Studios, a photography studio, is £2,560,000 for a photography studio. Can't explain that, but that's on their accounting bookings. Another little bit I forgot to mention about the review, but I love this one. They've done a YouTube video talking about how other companies will go on and do negative reviews of them, of various companies to make them look bad. And then they've published tweets with the person's Twitter handle on there of how good their day actually was. I searched back on a couple of these, and yes, they did. And then a couple of tweets later, they start talking about how they've been conned. This is how cheeky they are. It's so well organised. It's so well done. But it is a con. It's a total scam. I have met people who have been scammed by these people. I have met people who have arranged to do a shoot with them and stopped them from going to do a shoot by talking about them, what they do. There is legitimate companies out there. There are legitimate photographers. If you're going to actually do a photo shoot, the price will be agreed beforehand. You will not be taken into a little room and have thumb screws on with your crying kid while you negotiate a huge package to get hold of the photos. It's not going to happen. A legitimate fashion modelling agencies can't charge you at all. They make money from commission. But a photography photo shoot, the price is agreed beforehand. You pay a deposit normally, but that's part of the whole package. It comes off what you pay as a total when the shoot's done. So, Blue Room Studios, UK Models, Studio Collective, Cube Studios, I believe, are no longer running. They keep changing their name, which is cunning. Same property, all that sort of stuff, but just a different name. But yeah, be aware. I'm aware on my own poxy little channel that I'm not going to get too many people really highlighted and aware of this, but let's do what we can, let people know. Finishing on a positive note, it's there are an awful lot of genuine companies out there. As I said, the modelling agencies are so strictly regulated, but these consultancies aren't. They've been on TV. As soon as you hear somebody say, oh, a £50 refundable deposit, every single time I hear that, I'm like, oh no. I did say I'd finish on a positive note. Yeah, so there are some legitimate ones out there. Once again, thank you to George for letting me use Sheaf Studios and enjoying this orange chair, which is wonderfully retro. My name's Chris, Barton Chase Photography, and I'll see you later. Bye.